So as you know, we here at Varistudiostv pride ourselves on providing you with some of the best top 10 lists we can find out there. These lists would make any avid anime lover quiver in fear at the sheer amount that we're able to pull up. From the relevant characters to the sidesteppers of anime, we're here to feed your greed on fact. Hey guys, this is Kyle from Varistudiostv, the who's, what's, where's, when's, and tens of anime, and today we will be looking at yet another top 10 facts video. This time, in accordance with Anipalooza, we will be looking at Ymir Fritz from Attack on Titan. Where did she come from? What are her ties to the Titans themselves, and why is it that she is mentioned so many times as the first devil? Who are all her blood relatives, and who are all these devils themselves? This video will contain manga spoilers, so without further ado, let's begin. So let's have a look at her humble beginnings at number 10, where she grew up as a slave. Ymir had a tough life during her existence in Eldia. She was a captive of the Eldian Empire, where her entire village was attacked and enslaved. Throughout her life, she obeyed the Eldian king Fritz by helping him build an empire, killed his enemies, and even gave birth to his children. Despite this life, she would still worship Fritz, even going as far as sacrificing herself in order to save him. Even after her passing, Ymir would remain loyal to the royal family, even to the point of only obeying them. But deep down inside, she wanted more. She wanted to be set free from this curse, from the shackles which bonded her soul to the obedience of the royal family. At number 9, Ymir was the first to get Titan power. In the beginning, Ymir was the first person to obtain the power of the Titan. It was about 2,000 years ago, while her village was attacked and captured by Eldians. As a slave, Ymir was forced to be hunted by the Eldians. She grew desperate. A wounded Ymir ended up seeking shelter at a big tree where she fell into a sinkhole. Once she landed into a pool of water, a spine-like creature ended up fusing with her body, turning her into the very first Titan. But instead of freeing her people and creating a new world for them, she ended up serving the Eldians by helping them until she even died. It was really a look into her character. She was an obedient girl even after death. Let's have a look at the origins of her name. At number 8, her name has a connection to Norse mythology, believe it or not. Ymir's name and power has some link to Norse mythology. According to these tales, Ymir has been characterized as an ascendant of all giants. Her name actually translates to the Scream. If one looks back at the origins of her power, Ymir received her ability after she was touched by the source of all living matter. Similarly, in Norse mythology, the same holds true as Ymir was born from Aether, a liquid substance that is the origins of all living things itself. As before, I will link the wiki in the description below so you guys can read up and have some fun. How about another fact about her name? At number 7, Ymir was known by a different name. The stories of Ymir varied among different regions. However, the most interesting comes from within the royal family itself. When Frida Reyes shared the story of Ymir with her younger half-sister Historia, her name was changed to Krista. Frida described Ymir as a girl who was always thinking of others. She spoke with Historia about Ymir in her storybook, which illustrates her deal with the devil to obtain the founding Titan's powers. Frida would tell Historia to act more like Ymir, suggesting that she looked up to her for guidance. Historia would forget these chats due to Frida using her power to erase some of her memories, but she would often get vague images of Krista as time passes. At number 6, her power was divided into 9 Titans. As a reward for her services, King Fritz took Ymir as one of his concubines and produced 3 children. After Ymir's passing, her body was consumed by her daughters in order to preserve her power and pass down from generation to generation. This tradition would continue to be done in every child in the royal family lineage, eating their mother's blood so that the power of the Titan does not die, which is pretty gross if you ask me. And in the end, it was just unnecessary, wasn't it? Ymir's power would be divided into those known as the 9 Titans, with Ymir being the founding Titan. This would create the Titans that the manga and anime main characters would encounter throughout the series. Halfway through our list, and at our number 5 spot, she was worshipped as a deity. Ymir's power was unlike anything mankind has ever seen. The stories of how Ymir got her powers varies among different regions. Among the Eldian cults, Ymir was viewed as a goddess. However, the Marleyans saw Ymir as evil, and they were under the assumption that her powers came directly from the devil, since she wiped out all their forces during their war against the Eldian. There's also some that think that Ymir got her power from Mother Nature itself. Despite all these tales, Ymir was no more than an ordinary girl who was given a very powerful yet accursed gift. And we can understand why different people saw her differently. They created their own reality based off her threat to them. At number 4, she was the only one to fully possess powers of a Titan being. Ymir was the only one to possess all the abilities of every single Titan. Be it as you may, she is the founding Titan, so naturally she would be the strongest of them all. Others who came after her only have a fraction of her power. With just her strength, she would be able to wipe out all of Marleyan forces completely, no sweat and easy peasy. Being the first of her kind, Ymir was in complete control of her Titan form whenever she changed into it. With this amazing power, it's no wonder that everyone who came after her could not have powers to surpass her. At number 3, Ymir created the curse that lessens a Titan's lifespan. After 13 years since she awakened her Titan powers, Ymir died protecting the king's life. Her death resulted in what would be known as the Curse of Ymir. With every Titan born, they would live up to 13 years before their bodies weakened and ultimately withered. A Titan's lifespan would never go beyond Ymir's own existence, giving Titans this curse as they roam about the land. This would explain how characters like Eren, Yuri, and Tom would end up getting sick and age at an accelerated rate during their final years. At number 2, after her death. Ymir's soul went into the plane of existence after she passed away, kind of like a purgatory, but in this case the anime refers to it as the coordinate. This desert is huge, and the only thing that holds it is a big pillar that acts as a link between her and the Titans she created. Her soul is in the form of a young girl when we meet her. This place is where all Titans would go when they die, which is a super deep symbolism. Hey guys, September is Anipalooza month, and thank you so much for getting this far in the video. We here at Varistudios will be focusing on 2 anime this month, Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Within these videos, there may be one code. It'll give you $100 on Amazon. It can be within the video, the description, or we may decide to post it in the comment. So eagle-eyed viewers, make sure you stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Now let's continue the video. And our number 1 fact, Ymir has the ability to create Titans. As she lived in solitary in this mysterious desert, Ymir was stuck with only her devotion to the royal family by creating Titans. And she makes these Titans with her bare hands. Ymir was able to create more of her kind and send into the world. Those with the genetics of her power were known as the subjects of Ymir. With each Titan, they would possess a different power from Ymir, sharing the same thread as her with every creation. To me, the story of Ymir is a very sad one. A girl who knew nothing but slavery. Her soul is stuck to serving the very people that uprooted her life and held her in captivity, run her down, and almost killed her. In the end, it's hard to say what will truly happen to her soul. Congratulations! You are amazing for watching the video to the end. I really bet you enjoyed this. If you did, and you agree with this list, or maybe not, maybe I missed some of your favorites, go ahead and leave a comment. Have any other video ideas? No problem. Hit us up on Instagram or Twitter for more. And join us again next week where we give you incredible information and great lists. Peace out.